As part of your morning routine this morning, how many people brushed their teeth? Did you have to think about it at all? Did you have any stress or anxiety over doing it? While you were brushing your teeth, did you notice things? Did you notice the feel of the brush in your mouth, the vibrations if you use an electric toothbrush, the sound of the bristles in your mouth, the coordinating your limbs and gripping the toothbrush, figuring out what on earth does the dentist mean when they say circles? The length of time. What is 2 minutes? How long do I have to be doing this for? The taste of the toothpaste. Why is it always mint? The chalky, gritty texture left in your mouth afterwards. It is a task that most people don't think twice about. But as an autistic person, brushing my teeth is a mountainous task. And all of those things are cliffs to scale each and every day. I don't need support to stand and brush my teeth for me. Some disabled people do need this, but as an autistic person, it's more complex than that. And I know I have to, right? I am well aware of the consequences. I'm using this as an example because in 5 days' time, I go into Wellington Hospital to go under a general anaesthetic through the special needs clinic to have dental work done. But that's because while I'm in a better space with brushing my teeth now, we're still working on catching up on 15 years worth of neglect from the point that my parents could no longer force me to brush my teeth, like past a certain point, they can't hold you down. And the point at which the support around me was in a place to enable me to do this. 3 years ago, I moved into an apartment that was built specifically for me underneath my family home. And in that opportunity and moving to a new space, I worked with my support workers to form better, good routines. So each night before I go to bed, dishes, door, teeth, tablets, test. Wash my dishes, or at the very least rinse them and put them in the dishwasher. Lock my door, take my nightly tablets, brush my teeth, and test my blood sugars. Because not only am I autistic, I am also a type 1 diabetic. Like most of us, we have multifaceted health conditions. Okay, having a plan is good. But my support workers aren't there at night to remind me to do that. So a big support for me is visual reminders. And that looks like the new smart lighting system that we installed in my apartment based on the research that I did for my master's. Sensory items don't only look like small, portable, handheld objects. Sometimes they are big, sometimes they are static. Because not only do those lights visually remind me to brush my teeth at night, they, by dimming, so they dim at night, they're also part of a support that helps me make the climb every night. Being able to climb those cliffs to brush my teeth isn't only a matter of remembering. It's about being in a space to mentally convince myself each night to pick up the toothbrush and do it. Things that help me brush my teeth cross all parts of my life. Support to do this looks like so many different things. Support looks like sleeping well. So again, my light system works on a circadian rhythm. In the morning, it's brighter and cooler like the sun, and in the evening, it warms and dims to get your brain and your body ready for bed. It means eating well, so making a meal plan and doing grocery shopping with my support workers because I need help with that. Keeping physically active. Again, one of my support workers and I go to the pool. And again, I don't physically need a support worker to help me get into the pool. But what I do need is last week, when my support worker and I were at the pool and a intermediate school classroom full of children came in and started screaming at the top of their lungs, and I had a meltdown right in the middle of the pool. And so my support worker needed to bundle me up and get me out of the pool and help me manage this change of plans and sensory overload. It means having a clean and tidy house. Again, having support workers to come and keep me on track while I tidy. Having cleaners come in to do the tasks that I can't do, like vacuuming and cleaning with chemicals in the kitchen and bathroom. It also means having healthier relationships with my family, because when I have support workers to help me do all those tasks, it means that I'm now less dependent on my family. And as a 30-year-old, I can have an adult relationship with my parents, as opposed to very much a child dependence style relationship. Ideally, support would also look like being supported, more engaged in the community, filling my time with things that are good for my brain and my body. Previously, it included more flexible things like the ability to go to a sewing class, to get out of the house, to meet new people, but also learn skills like how to make clothes out of fabrics that are sensory friendly, like the dress I'm wearing today. Support also used to look like me having access to technology that helped me manage my diabetes, because while autism and diabetes are not epidemiologically related in any way, autism means I forget my insulin. Forgetting my insulin means that my blood sugars run high. My blood sugars run high affects my emotional regulation, and I get irritable and forgetful, and then the world just becomes worse. For most people, the ability to brush your teeth does not depend on every other facet of your life. It is a task that most people don't give a second thought to. But for an autistic person like me, it is an enormous task. And having support in place, investing in all of those types of support, that will help keep me out of hospital in the future. I am an expensive person to keep alive. I fully acknowledge that. Between health and welfare and disability support, I am and always will be in the red. But is that all that I am? An expensive person still has value. It is easy to look at us as numbers on a spreadsheet, but we are more than that. I am the very definition of autistic splinter skills. I can't brush my teeth, but I can stand up in here and talk to you today. Admittedly, the rest of the day is a write-off, but I'm still here. I get stuck planning meals and doing my grocery shopping, but I have 2 master's degrees. I can't work in regular open employment, but I do some work as a consultant, running my own business as a contractor, where I can control everything to fit my needs, though unfortunately at the moment contractors and consultants are a bit of a bad word. I have to carefully manage my mental energy and sensory needs, but I use what I can to give back to my community. I'm a Girl Guide leader, and I sew quilt incubator covers for babies in the hospital. All of these things are part of my life, and all of those things require support in the day-to-day stuff to mean that I can do more with my time. Support isn't just an expense, it is also an investment. We all have value and things to bring society, more than just the costs that we take to keep alive. There is a big push at the moment about supporting those with the highest need and prioritizing the highest need. But need is need, regardless of how big or small it is. That list of things that I can do, and only with support, shouldn't be used against me as a reason to not give support. It is not an either-or situation for so many autistic people. So what else did it take for you to get here this morning? You brushed your teeth, in all likelihood. You probably set an alarm. You woke up. You got up. You got dressed, maybe had a shower. You figured out your transport, packed a bag, planned the rest of your day, for those of us who are capable of having a rest of a day. Maybe you looked at the information document. Once you got here, you found the entrance, you went through security, you've found a seat, had breakfast, chatted to some people. Imagine if each one of those tasks had as many things to consider as the brushing the teeth example. Because something that is a single task to most people have 5, 10, 15 considerations for us. So if all of those seemingly simple, everyday tasks were as complex as that for you, don't you think you would need support?